Focus, you piece of shit. Okay. Yeah, we're both still shut. You might want to move a tiny bit back to your right.
Are we focused?
Yeah. Apparently, if I'm on camera, it'll focus. But your face isn't facey enough to be a face.
Oh, now it is.
There it is.
It's where my microphone is positioned at least my face.
Your face isn't.
Now that it's got me, I think it'll stay locked on.
Your face isn't facey enough to be a face. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Little Viking Studios. My name is Mr. Gloves.
I'm not.
And we're doing the watch along of Doctor Who, episode 2 of series 1 of the new series. That's a short title.
Yeah. And it's the end of the world.
What's the name of this doctor? Like the actor?
Christopher Eccleston.
The Eccleston series.
The Eccleston 1
season
series.
1. Yeah. Episode 2, The End of the World. Are you ready to watch? We're ready to watch. 3, 2, 1, click.
Watching.
Again, if you would like to find... Okay, good. This is previously on. It's like, that started
It's
very
a recap.
quickly.
It's a if you have a if there's not a recap, we'll tell you when the recap is over. I think it's Big Ben.
Well, I'm also going to put in the description places where you can find this DVD. And...
This one is from BBC.
So...
Shop.
But yeah, if you torrented it, yeah, I guess we can tell you when the previously on... I assume that the previously on is still in the torrented versions, but...
I believe that was Shop S-H-O-P, not S-H-O-P-P-E.
Shop.
And they're in the TARDIS.
And yes, we are now starting the episode. Yeah, if it transitions from...
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, you guys... We already gave you your countdown.
We're going forwards.
Oh, what pussy shit. 100 years? Forward or backward?
Forward.
Oh, okay.
Here they go. See?
So there's just a fucking telephone booth randomly popping up in different centuries now?
But we're inside. It's much bigger on the inside.
Is this loud enough for you, or do you need a bit louder?
Maybe a little bit louder, but...
This one.
I'm having to focus to here, so if you just... If you at home are having to focus to here, we're now very blurry, by the way.
Oh, calm the fuck on.
But, that's fine. It's because the TARDIS.
Face. There you go.
It's because the TARDIS, it was in forward motion. That's why it was red.
So I have to stay on... Both of us have to stay on fucking camera.
I cannot move my face. Hey.
See, but here's the thing. You should be watching what we're watching. It's a watch-along. You should be listening to us.
Rose
so it really
has exited the TARDIS.
It really shouldn't matter if we go out of focus, because you really shouldn't be watching us. Except for our big reactions. Did he just take a piss in the corner?
Yeah.
yeah, that's part of the story.
That's what his doctor does. See, here is the viewing. There's Earth.
In somebody's satellite.
Somebody is throwing eggs really hard.
Well,
I mean, bad eggs.
Honestly, if you're that far from Earth, if you just
spam,
if you throw an egg in any direction that far from Earth, eventually it will come back to Earth. Like, you cannot throw it hard enough for it to leave the gravity.
Spam, however, will take right off into orbit. It's like nature's satellite.
That's true. It's highly energetic. The power of 5,000 suns and never can.
Opening credits. See, they're going backwards. Yeah, they're going forwards.
Really, this is just like the outside of the TARDIS footage from a few moments ago when they're just popping in and out of time.
Well, they had the open, and so they're just getting their money's worth out of the open. I believe this was made in Wales.
Please don't fuck around with shit.
And written by Russell T. Davis.
That's a funny looking ship, but in space you really don't need to be aerodynamic, so good on you, mate.
These are the tourists who are here to watch the Earth get devoured by the sun.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh right, the last humans. I remember that from the next time on Doctor Who at the end of the last episode. Last human in their skinny skin.
She'll make an appearance here. Phil Collinson will not appear in this episode. He's the producer.
He has a funny walk. It's like
It's his doctor walk.
Yeah, it is. The Doctor always walks with like confidence and sternness and purpose.
Yeah.
A lot of isses.
That's how he avoids puddles and streams.
If you hit the puddle hard enough to splash it away from you, you will not get wet. I hope he was invited to this. Or he has a ticket at least.
He's always invited.
Granted, according to this timeline, he's been this face for a really long time. So yeah, most of the people in the universe should know.
Kinda.
Kinda.
We'll see.
Long enough to do a lot of fun things. So I'd say at least a few years, which is more than most.
The blue man. With the third eye.
Oh, he is invited. And now I have no more tea.
Hey, it saves a lot of time.
Doctor Who is filled with the most MacGuffins of any story.
It works. Because that's how they can get that in.
I don't know, he could have just been, like, actually invited. I mean, it's only the second episode of this new series.
How they gave the Oompa Loompas the VR masks.
I like how in the second episode they've already gone all out on costume design.
Oh, yeah. Well, they had to. This is the reboot.
Yeah, but some people don't make... Like, some directors just don't make that risk.
Yeah.
And it's a bad choice.
Maybe they had a lot of backing. Russell T. Davies had a lot of clout. He was coming off that other series he did.
Either that or he worked with George Lucas and these are the ones that he threw away. Once he was like, no, we have this new technology that allows us to go 3D.
Oh, the tree people. Science.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's the face of Bo!
Also, this helps to set up a lot of future
Like the
episodes.
face of Bo.
I assume Face of Bo is one that returns, yeah. So what, did they bring one of those for everybody?
Yeah. Everybody got one. They got a little ball.
Because it seems like the Doctor's the only one who's getting return gifts.
Oh no. They're just not showing that. It would be way too time consuming. But there is Cassandra. The last elongated piece of human flesh. Veiny.
She specifically requested for her chin to be removed.
Yes.
because she thought it made her look too fat.
She just wanted to be a nice little flappy of skin. Big old flappy skin. Piece. Chunk.
I am
Here
just stab.
comes the
Just an
guy.
assassination right there. Stab, rip up. It would have been perfect.
Oh.
Did Joan Rivers do the voice?
No, we'll find out at the end. I don't recall who is providing the voice. But
Because
it's
it
a
sounds
jukebox.
like her material. It doesn't sound like her voice, but it sounds like her material.
All the songs in the universe.
Breeze fire. Oh, is that my third husband? Ah, ha, ha, ha.
What is the most popular of all time? Ah. Who knew it's tainted love?
Oh, I thought that was like the lyrics of the song. Refreshments will now be served. And
Yes. Song was written by Snickers and
I
popcorn.
didn't recognize the song at
Snickers
first.
and popcorn.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm starting to see people walking around with like their little ball things and.
Yeah, they've all got their balls. They're gray balls.
Oop, she's freaking out.
Oh,
Freaking out.
her first immersion.
Oh, that's gonna be significant.
Oh, look, the blue man gets one too. It matches his hat.
Oh, that's gonna be a mind control kind of device thing.
Identify species. Uh-oh. I'm racist. I hate him now. No.
Oh, I'm gonna add a new drinking rule, but it's for something that happened like fucking 10 minutes ago. Random MacGuffins. Like the fucking notepad that lets him see anything that he wants him to. My whiskey is in the living room.
Well, you have to drink later.
I will. That's one drinking for me.
Lady Blue. But then why did you talk? Right here then. Blue.
It would have been so awesome if she was like, you need to give me permission to talk again. We ended that
Yeah,
conversation. This is a new conversation.
New conversation, I need new permission. But then why do you say that? Tell me.
It's the only thing I'm allowed to say. Is that I need permission to say anything else. Also, this subsidiary rule that lets you know that that's a thing.
Well, it's a landmass, really. Anthrax. I'm from Anthrax. Uh-oh.
Yes, but he has a time machine.
He does that to people with his time machine.
Like, you could be the master. You tell me you have a time machine, I'm going with you.
He'll probably miniaturize you and kill you.
Okay, I still get to travel to some weird time.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, aren't you cute? It's
That's always a good sign. Oh.
I'm sorry, but did those robots give you permission to talk?
If they're robotic, they don't. Wow, they're strong.
That's what you get for talking out of turn.
The four of them pulled her right in there.
That's what happens when you talk out of turn.
The blue man ball is on the table. Who could that be?
I like that.
They arrived in
you know, you think that they would
spherical gray ball.
you think that's what I was just about to say. That you think that they would waste less metal and just have like the ball be able to, you know, to, like just uncurl into the thing.
Well, you know.
I mean, like at the best, like then like the ball can close.
They had a lot of metal, and they wanted to use it all.
I guess so. I mean, the only other benefit I see is like the ball closes, and then like, you know, no one notices it, but the ball stays open and nobody fucking notices that.
Well, she did. Yeah, Rose did not notice. Oh, where's the TARDIS going? Oh, there's the Doctor.
We're the cousins of the Oompa Loompas. We are the Loompa Oompas. Let's say have a nice day.
Yeah. It's his ticket. A good ticket or a bad ticket, I don't know. But
So
either way, he has a ticket.
So clearly this
And it wishes him well.
So clearly the Blue Man Group is actually descendants of the Blue Man Group because they took fucking showmanship lessons.
So much paint that it affected their genetic code, and they're now blue. Perma blue. Called the
Literally
Perma Blues.
painted their DNA blue.
The Perma Blues.
Excuse me. You're pretty alien to them.
Yeah, you're the only two who look like you.
I mean, the only other human here is a flap of skin. She's not even an alien. She's literally a human like you.
Yeah. Just one big old flap of skin. Flappy life lady.
MacGuffin number 2.
What?
The TARDIS allows for
It worked.
them to be able to hear.
Well, the TARDIS is psychic.
It's still a MacGuffin.
Okay.
How does the TARDIS, even if the TARDIS is
What
alive?
is a MacGuffin? You keep using that.
A MacGuffin is a writer's
MacGyver.
tool that they use to like it's basically like a Deus Ex Machina, but it's a tool that they use throughout the series.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So it's like not the end all, but it certainly helps like get rid of a bunch of
Yeah, it's a cheat.
yeah. That's a perfect way to put it. It's cheat.
Well, you gotta cheat a little. With time travel, it's rough around the edges. "20 minutes till Earth death. 20 minutes till Earth death."
Humans always take traveling across the universe so
As
poorly.
my Aunt Shireen always says. I don't want to use that language. Well, that ends that, doesn't it?
But whenever there's like, at least in the old series, whenever
Get ready for this, MacGuffin.
perfectly fits. Can make calls to anywhere in time.
Yep. Oh. In England, the phone rings with a busy signal. In America. Your face?
It's nothing, we're just having a moment and you still don't understand.
Yeah. It's a one-sided moment.
But yeah, he took out the battery, not the SIM card.
It doesn't matter. It's in there.
A MacGuffin of a MacGuffin.
Yes, a MacGuffin within a MacGuffin.
And I'm sure she never has to charge it either, because
Nope.
now it has a super battery in it.
A MacGuffin within a MacGuffin within
Exactly,
a MacGuffin.
it's a MacGuffin of a MacGuffin.
Well, but she's not. But you can go back. Don't worry. You can go back to when she's not.
Guess what? You're
Time
also
machine.
dead. Like,
Yeah. Well, you should be. You.
like if you
maybe.
go back to where you started and you live out the rest of your
Who
life,
knows when she dies
you will die.
or lives?
Yes, she's an immortal. Yeah, these are
For
definitely
abnormalities.
these
and
people
non-blue
definitely
entities.
came from Earth, or a very Earth-like place.
Yeah. They're from
These
Blurth.
people are gonna sue.
They're from Blurth. Blue Earth. We have the Blue Egyptians, Blue
The
Americans,
Blue Egyptians.
the Bloomglish, the Blench.
They had a band called the Bloodles.
Fancy you.
Why do these people keep talking to these robots?
Oh no, don't hit that one button that if you accidentally pushed it would reduce the heat shield and let
In the
all
room?
of the sunlight in and
Why?
vaporize you.
And also, you don't have a stop and
That was with
retract?
one push of the keyboard. Oops. Technology.
Why would you even have a button that removes the heat shield?
Well, because it was convenient and it made for a nice effect. Go. Boop.
And that robot should be hot as
Clever
fuck
girl.
right now. That thing should be like 300
Faces
Kelvin.
bow. Buddy, do we got some more hors d'oeuvres for you?
So, what wooden tools did you use to weave that immaculate dress that clearly has adornments?
It was gifted.
Possibly.
Ah, see?
In exchange for a lungful of
For-
air.
Wood. She gave them her wood. How? Now she's comfortable. Rah, Rose is starting to get it now. And the Earth is about to get it too.
The doctor needs to pick up people whose minds
There
have
are a
already...
lot of those things now.
The doctor needs to start picking up companions whose
They're like
minds have already
rabbits.
expanded beyond the universe.
What?
I said the doctor needs to start picking up companions whose minds have already expanded beyond their own planet. That's why I liked the math kid so much.
Adric.
Adric, yeah. He was one of my favorites because
Adric does not appear in the new series.
no shit, he died.
Whoa, spoilers! Wow, you just gave that away. Some people may not have seen that, and I know it came out in like 1980. So, probably, if you wanted to see it, you may have seen it by now. But yeah, Adric dies. It is, well, it was
Here's
kind
the
of
thing.
fantastic.
I won't give away how he dies or what happens when he dies because that's an amazing scene.
Yeah,
And
it
you
works.
should go watch
It's
that.
a good Davison scene. It was in an episode. Ah, a young man.
Is there a hole directly on the other side of her mouth to act as her butthole?
It's both. She's talking out of her ass.
Nice one.
Oh. They evolved from more than just elongated skin flaps.
They started mingling with Muslims and the blacks.
muggles they are. Fantastic.
I'm having my blood bleached.
Yes.
So yeah, she just wants to be white as white can be.
Oh!
So was she. And eyes. Definitely got eyes.
Transparent skin.
I wonder if she'll ever get rid of the eyes because they're just too bulgy.
Off goes Rose.
Angry once more.
Done pissed off Cassandra.
Glad this roof is high enough for her not to hit her head. That
She
must
has
be
quite the wooden crown.
That must be. That looks to just be her head.
It is. Her head looks the most crown-like, so she is the queen. That is how they decide things in the land of the trees. See?
If
She is a descendant of Earth.
do they get bonus points or do they get deducted points if they form, like, they take a saw and form the shape of their head?
Oh, there's no saws on that planet. Tree land, there are no saws.
Yeah, but what if one of them fashions one in order
They
to
don't.
make their head?
Then they are executed. They are burned.
If they don't accidentally kill themselves in the process.
They're actually put into space and exploded because they don't want any fire on the planet either. That could spread. Everything is made of wood.
That would be really.
That would, yeah. That's,
Death by fire.
Ah! Hey, it's the Fantastic Four. They're here to save the day.
I mean, they'd probably execute people with overwatering.
Oh, she knows he's a Time Lord.
And I
so
know.
he can show her his screwdriver. Dear. Only one.
I know I didn't listen to a word of whatever she was saying that got him all emotional. But you were acting way too evil in the beginning to make me feel like you were.
Oh, she is
Why does this exist?
So this scene can happen. That is the only reason. There's Rose wandering off into danger.
I love
or
how
into nothingness.
I love how there's always a bottomless pit.
Oh,
Bitch slap
yeah. Rick James.
with a metal hand that totally has a claw the size of a fucking.
It's the Rick James of the repeating mean. Bitch.
Yeah, I always love how there's a bottomless pit, which proves that, like, it wasn't like a matter of like, oh, we just don't have space. This catwalk has to go underneath these fans.
When it was designed for zero gravity. Then they added gravity later, and it confused all of the architects who thought it was going to be in zero gravity.
Well, actually, the gravity on this might make sense if the ship was angled differently. If they were looking at Earth through a hole in the floor, then if they had a rocket thruster at the bottom of the ship that was pushing it 9.8 meters per second
Well, they don't. They have big fans.
away from the Earth, then they would feel gravity. But this appears to be artificial. Okay, so no one cares about what happened to the blue guy. She just has now taken over as the ringleader of this party.
Well, she's the last pure human, and this is the end of Earth.
Then why was the
So it's kind of her show.
blue person fucking running the show for so long?
Because he is the steward.
He's dead now.
And now she wants to enjoy the moment. And also, you'll see.
Also Britney Spears or whatever this is.
Oh, you can smell him.
Are those little dudes like putting their face up in her tits?
Oompa, oompa.
Yeah, see.
Oh, they've put Rose back in this room.
So I just realized that the floor...
It goes so much slower.
Yeah,
in that
I was
room.
just about to mention that too. But the floor of this room, they didn't... I don't think they had enough time or money, or maybe they just didn't want to. They didn't paint the plywood at the bottom. They took a spray can and dusted it with black driplets.
They may have. I don't know.
No. That's exactly what they did. Like there's no, like, you can see the wood and you can even see the edges of the wood. They just like took a spray can and just went like over it, and then like the droplets came down.
Great inadvertent Doctor Who band names: Sunfilter Rising.
Sun filter dropping again.
Descending. That's was going to be number 2. Sunfilter Descending.
So how did he fucking get it to ascend the first time?
Well, they has to reconfigure the. They're working against him, and now we're just going to shove the whole Sonic in there.
Also, 2 things.
That works.
That's not how heat works.
It's how sun filters work.
Also, if that's how it's going to work, then if you just lay down at the bottom lip of the window, you'll be fine.
Well, you know. Oh, no. The face of Bo cannot like that. What? It's... Oh.
There we go.
Ah.
Daddy! We were gonna use that line or thing. I just...
Yeah.
I realized where you got that from now. Like you.
Oop.
Oi!
They're just an idea. They don't exist.
It was just a floating arm?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you're not that either. I like one's going high, one's going low. They couldn't agree. Or one's like, I'll spray him in the face, you spray him in the dick.
Acid dick.
He's not even pointing at the doctor, it's going to the
Well,
He's more likely to hit the other spray guy.
he's used to moisturizing a giant skin flap. A 3D person confuses him.
Her brain is in the jar at the bottom?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that at first.
You didn't see the brain jar?
That's super clever.
Homage to Morbius.
That's super fucking clever. I don't know what to do. I'm not a protagonist. I'm not a protagonist. Oh, I have to drink for the death of the blue man.
Doctor has such a wonderfully shaped head. And the technician.
Oh, yeah, she had a few speaking lines. She had a full conversation. That's enough.
Yeah.
They're time bombs.
She was a good enough character.
You know, it's probably good that Amy is... That's the comedian's name, right? Amy?
Rose.
Rose. Not even close. Rose is trapped in that room because knowing companions, she would have been running around at the time of those explosions and she probably just would have gone into a vent like, oh, look, an open vent. Let's just go through here.
Energized.
She would have been like that technician who got She would have seen one of the robots in there and been like, yeah. Hmm.
Aha! It wasn't to set up the last scene, it was to set up this scene. That's what I meant. This is the one. Oops.
She's gonna burn, huh?
Some people didn't get it.
What?
Very wrinkly wood.
Yeah.
Oh. No, just you. If that guy dies, he does not count. Special Time Lord skills.
Oh, come on. I played this level on Banjo-Kazooie like a fucking million times. I fell about 100, but...
Oh. Now that's how heat works. Kind of.
Not how the vacuum of space works, though.
Well...
No, seriously, Doctor, stop wasting time. The longer you look at me, the more likely it is I'm going to die. Just do it.
But only to there. Leave one. You have to leave one.
It'd be really funny if she was evil the whole time and let it go on the very last one.
She is now... She's on fire.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. She actually let it go on the last one.
Now it makes sense to look back like you did before. Oh, come on, Time Lord. What do you got?
Crawling? You could probably crawl. You can probably crawl.
Oh, he's got something. Actually, he's got nothing.
Oh, I have to drink for her dying.
Oh, he's an Eye Lord. I get it now.
Apparently, Time Lords have the ability to slow down time.
Just
even
him.
from outside of their TARDIS. You just took like the most ultimate like fate. Like I leave this in the fate of God kind of deal there.
There goes the Earth.
Fucking America and Africa first. Fucking the West first.
But the heat shield. Oh, and the glass for self-repairing glass.
And walls.
Yes. That will be explained later on.
Well, they don't really need to. That is actual technology that people are working on.
And they don't really, but they kind of in an indirect way do by introducing something.
Pile of ash? Please tell me it's just a pile of ash. Pile of ash? Pile of ash? Damn it!
Not shown. Perfectly accurate.
Ah! He did
See,
die.
he does not count.
Oh, why did he die?
Why not?
Because he just stood in
Because
the
he
middle
said
of the,
we're all gonna die.
Because he stood in the middle of the room like
yeah,
a
and said
fucking
we're all
idiot.
gonna die. So that's why that one had to die.
Did Skin Lady get away?
Yep.
Unfortunately, that woman died and I don't get to have fucking freaky tree sex.
Good deduction.
Would have been great if it was like, ooh, that was expensive.
Oops.
And maybe it was a different one. Uh-oh. Earth court are you going to?
Uh-oh.
Oh, your moisturizers are gone.
Oh!
Grody. But I don't feel like there
Quick,
was enough.
clean the face of Bo.
I don't feel like there was enough.
Clean him.
I don't feel like there was enough in there to like make a splat.
Well, yeah, but they're having fun.
Yeah,
Doctor Who is about having fun.
It was
the
fun.
splat is
It was
fun.
absolutely fun.
It's a fun splatter.
But here's the thing: we're doing the watch along. I poke fun at the science and stuff. That's kind of my thing.
There go chunks of Earth.
Yep. You want to call your mom and tell her about it? There was no saving that.
Lots of people lived on it. It's all right.
Well, there was going to be an entire room of people looking, but then that bitch got in the way. What was her plan anyway? Just like kill all of them and...
To get compensation for being a hostage.
Ah! I was gonna say, like, that just seems like straight up murder.
And no one would have been harmed, except the steward. Then the doctor showed up.
Look! It's still here!
And we're back!
It's still here! Hasn't gone anywhere. He should have brought her back to the time where, fucking bitch skin McGee was like a child and walking around, and I'm like, oh, look at that, isn't?
Slapped her. I just slapped her in the face. Don't know why. I just slapped her in the face.
And that's what made her bitter. Some aliens just showed up in a blue box, came out, slapped me in the face. Damn anyone who isn't human!
Whoop. The story of Gallifrey. Or is it?
Yeah, before its time, which was still after they made time boxes.
Capsules.
Oh yeah, I guess it's really
Ship.
only a box mainly in his case. At this point in time, you're Lord of Time. Because they had rules against it, which drove the old series so well. It'd be awesome if the Doctor knew of every peaceful moment in place and time and just never brought anybody there.
He does.
I know he knows of a few, but...
Oh yeah. He finds them every now and then.
But even then, like, he'll fucking show up to those, and what happens? Or he'll be on his way and gets dragged off by the guy.
Oh, chips are on Rose. Who wants to eat chips off of a rose? Wait, maybe that's not what she meant.
Next time on Doctor Who.
I gotta find out.
Didn't you pay attention in history?
This happened.
That did not happen. And I'm just running around in a leather jacket and nobody cares.
That
Oh,
was Zoe Wanamaker as Cassandra.
who was the writer for Cassandra? Best Boy.
Russell T. Davis.
Peter Chester with the Best Boy.
Color was added by Kai Van Beers. After
Kai
about 6, he got
Van
very
Beers
colorful. Davy Jones.
Ernie Vinci.
Put his makeup design
Director of
office
photography
in a
was
locker at the bottom of the sea.
Ernie Vinci. Vinci. BBC Wales. I like Wales.
I think, is it Wales or Wallets? I think it's Wallets.
Walees. Wow.
Join us next time for episode 3, The Unquiet Dead.
I almost called it the unique death.
Charles Dickens will be there, and you can too. Anything else to add?
Subscribe, like, favorite, share. Shamelessly advertise and endorse us.
Not an agreement if you can't do any of those things.
Talk to your rocks. Peace.
Oh.